Well, in the book, you also say big institutions have a flawed model for ending poverty because they don't understand their customers. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. I worked briefly at the World Bank, and I was an undergrad at Harvard and studied international development. And there, it was like, you know, the pinnacle of your career would be at the World Bank, right? So I was really excited. I got an internship there when I was still an undergrad. I showed up there in DC thinking I would figure out how to fight poverty and be on a rocket ship career trajectory. And I showed up there and realized that most people who work on poverty for a living actually only spend 2 weeks a year in a poor country. I thought that's really bizarre. I had just come back from Ghana, right? I'd spent 6 months living in this village, talking to people, understanding what their problems were, doing the kind of work that Susanna does on a daily basis, really getting to know my customer, right? And this model of thinking, which every entrepreneur has in Silicon Valley, you can't build a company if you don't understand the customer. This model of thinking is completely absent in a lot of big development institutions. We think we can fight poverty from DC, right, or from New York, or from San Francisco. You really have to go and get your feet wet. So I spent a lot of time working in the field and trying to understand what sorts of problems our now beneficiaries face. We just opened a field office in Kenya, and I spend a lot of time there every year going back and forth and really understanding the kinds of concerns that people have there.
So right now you have 16 micro factories, or is it more at this point?
So we've been around for 4 years, and we've paid about $2.5 million to 3,100 families living in poverty in East Africa, South Asia, and Haiti. We have a center that we opened in a rural part of Haiti where nobody had ever heard of computer-based work. Really just an incredible experience. And we've got one office now in Kenya, but we have these 16 centers around the world.
Oh, wonderful. Big hand to Lila.